There's a huge hole that we all have inside our hearts, and we will look to fill it with something, whether it be an addiction, unhealthy relationships, shopping. I mean, it runs the gamut, and really until we find it, fill it with our Creator, it will remain empty. I was a wildlife leader. I think I was like 19 or 20 myself. My little sister met a sweet-talking young man, and pretty soon she's pregnant, and we're like, oh!
At the young age of 16, I went in and I delivered a healthy little girl.
I had never really noticed teen moms before, and then all of a sudden they were everywhere. Everywhere I looked was a teen mom. Everywhere I went was a teen mom. Some schools had programs, alternative programs for teenage moms, but other than that and going to the welfare office, there was really nothing available. So we wanted to then create something that would meet the specific needs of teen moms.
I was connected with other women. I was connected with other teen moms who understood my path. They understood where I was going.
I was just doing Young Life with teen moms in our local area. Had no idea or could not even have imagined what it is now.
My mom was an alcoholic before I was ever even born. My dad was shot and killed. This is a horrible life, to live. And I don't know at 14 years old if I can climb out of this. Diane was kind of a caseworker for the teen parents, and she came into one of our teen parent classes and she handed out these flyers for this YoungLives camp. I got in Robbie's van, went to, I think it was Corbett, Oregon, was our first camp. And so I didn't know anyone. My daughter stayed up throughout the night, cried, and at about 4 o'clock in the morning, a lady came out and she said, "Do you want me to hold your baby? Do you want to go get some sleep?" And to me, that was literally just God, Nobody had ever helped me, ever, in my entire life. And that was the first act where somebody actually came out and said, "Hey, we can do this together. I'll sit here with you, I'll talk to you. You're not in this all alone." They truly cared. So that was huge for me. Going to camp was like heaven, and it changed my life forever. And now, fast forward to where I am today, my husband's a deputy sheriff. I have my own accounting business. I get to stay at home with my little ones. When I go to camp as a mentor for Young Lives, I've done that several times, and sharing my story with the girls, they open up. And a lot of them started, going to church, or a lot of them have just started making better choices in their life based on my story.
I was 13 when I got pregnant, so it definitely, that should tell you something. Because I hadn't ever really been involved in church before, so I really didn't know what even that meant. So it was basically one of my first experiences with church in general was through Young Life. Robbie was there as a leader, and it was a time that I got to learn more about Jesus and more about the care and love that he had for me, even though so often I didn't feel that anywhere else around me. I started realizing that I didn't have to be perfect to have God accept me, and so it was a really eye-opening experience for me. Being involved in Young Lives definitely planted seeds within me that I can do more than I had ever dreamed that I would be able to do, and I could get past the circumstances that I had found myself in. I'm actually going to school right now to hopefully be able to do counseling or social services, and I hope to be able to make an impact and do the same thing, go out and help people the way that I was helped, and to be able to show Christ's love, through myself, hopefully, to the people that I interact with.
No investment is wasted. They come to a place that they're healthy and they're safe and they're growing, and then they can pour out into somebody else. Now the teen moms that I worked with are in their 30s and 40s, and we don't live in the same areas. Our lives have been divergent, have gone this way and that way, but Jesus sticks with them forever.